The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the Temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Green Bay Packers. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? They defer to Brown to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play of who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
All I remember from my experience as a defender, when the big fella gets the football, you've got to get on him early before he gets a chance to get up ahead of steam, because once he does that, he's going to leave a lot of tacklers in his wake.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well defended right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Now, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. That is caught. Touchdown, Saints. Marquise Brown, 28 yards. And the Saints have struck first in this NFC title game. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
The score, Saints 7, Packers nothing.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
They were already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Oh, a design run for their wideout. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he gets it down to the 32. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Touchdown! A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Saints lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and you mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're out.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. Duggan will look to throw this. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 15. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 40 yards rushing now as he's looked good here in this opening quarter of the NFC Championship.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back to Walker on first down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From the 34-yard line, here's a second down and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports.
Packers nothing.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. They'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 54 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. Touchdown, Saints. Mecole Hardman, 40 yards. And the Saints continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
They'll look to throw, and this is going to be caught. It's good, and that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Shut up!
Duggan looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that's caught inside the 30. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. First and 10, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. To throw is Duggan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's Duggan to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He's going to try and do this himself. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Duggan now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Now that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Here we go. Check. Hurt.
And now the rookie's free. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Packers nothing.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll try to run the option here. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Duggan. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On now is the Packers punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And that's the kind of run you get when you know Super Bowl berth is in sight. They've got the lead. It's the second half. All those weeks of wear and tear in your body just go away. He's running with purpose now, and that's a heck of a run.
They run again with Walker. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a 1st down. To the right side, this is Walker. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter. But this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Pushing his way through. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing second and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like second and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints are able to add on to that lead. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them, all right? You didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing, Duggan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. Down the sideline he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Now Moody for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Saints 35, Packers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ken Walker, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end. Remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and it is 42-0.
Packers nothing.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ready.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They go play action here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points, down by 4 touchdowns, haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use it more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught. Take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Achane. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 8 yards there on a 1st down.
At the 32-yard line.
Achane here, they stay on the ground to about the 35, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Dawkins. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a 1st.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure is Mond, and he'll go down. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Talk about 2 sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And some space here. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 31-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Achane. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. The Saints are the champions of the NFC. As we say thank you for watching, and good night, everybody. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.